Hey everybody, it's Matty here with Altcoin Buzz. Happy Thursday. And today we're talking about the turnaround that we're seeing in the crypto markets in these last 24 hours. Also, on Cointelegraph.com, EOS block producer claims centralized misconduct on the network. We'll get to the bottom of that story on news.bitcoin.com. As halving interest grows, spectators discuss miner hordes and capitulation. CryptoPotato.com has this story: quicker than Libra, Saga, S-A-G-A, to launch a stablecoin pegged to SDR. And finally, on altcoinbuzz.io, a collaboration story, we are highlighting a partnership between Neo and TomoChain. But before all that, let's get a snapshot of the market here on coinmarketcap.com. We are up pretty substantially, up to $204 billion total market cap. Dominance, check this out, mark of the beast, 66.6%. But Bitcoin has really soared since yesterday, $7,547 at the time of this recording, up 7.31% in one day. That's 7.31% in 24 hours. What I like about this space, at least in between all the headaches that it gives me, is that it's the only real sector in which you can see these kinds of gains. Now, these are not double-digit percentage growths, but as you can see, there are certain projects that have really shot up, even more than above and beyond Bitcoin. But that's not the point. The point is that 7.31% after all the heartache that we've been through is pretty impressive. And that's not to say that we've climbed back out of the hole completely, but it's what gives me rather hope about this space personally. And as you can see, many projects are up 2, 3, 4, 5, 6% and higher. So there you have it. Cointelegraph is covering that price movement here. Crypto markets are turning green and Bitcoin recovers above 7,500. Bitcoin did go as low as 6,900 recently before moving up again to its current price, trading in the 7,540 range. After a roller coaster 24 hours, Bitcoin is showing an impressive gain of more than 5% for the day. And as we've seen, in fact, it's more than 7%. I won't speak too much to this next prediction personally, but according to a Cointelegraph contributor, Horace Hughes, Bitcoin could jump to 7,800 in the near future and even up to 8,100 before the coin encounters any significant overhead resistance. Hughes pointed out that Bitcoin had to close above the former support turned resistance at 7,400 for Bitcoin to push its price closer to the 7,800 resistance. If you're interested in the rest of that analysis, check out the remainder of this piece, which we'll link to in the description below. Also here on Cointelegraph.com, EOS block producer claims centralized misconduct on the network. So the EOS block producer, EOS New York, has published data purportedly showing that 6 registered producers on the network are managed by a single entity. EOS New York raised concerns in a tweet on November 28th. It read as follows, quote, 6 registered producers on EOS are managed by a single entity. This is unacceptable. We have requested the signatures of the top 50 registered producers so that all token holders may know who does and who does not condone such impropriety. If you're not familiar with what block producers are in the EOS ecosystem, they're basically analogous to miners on the proof of work-based Bitcoin blockchain or staking nodes on a proof of stake POS protocol. And the difference with EOS lies in the network's consensus mechanism, delegated proof of stake, whereby in keeping with the governance terms set by the EOS constitution, network participants are able to stake their tokens to vote for BPs as elected delegates. But long story short, one registered producer should not be posing as 6. You can read about the community response here. Twitter user James Mart argued that approaching the problem manually and forensically is merely a whack-a-mole demanding time and at best offering a temporary fix. He advocated reforms to governance and voting mechanisms instead, saying, quote, 1T, 1DV, and stake time weighted voting via DAN's stake pools need to be our top priority right now. It will permanently solve this issue. At the time of this recording, this EOS development is not really getting a lot of publicity, but if you have an opinion on the issue, if you are affected, if you are outraged, let us know your thoughts about it in the comments below. Here on news.bitcoin.com, as halving interest grows, spectators discuss miner hordes and capitulation. So did you know that right now we are 169 days away, or just slightly less than 6 months away from the Bitcoin reward halving, which is happening on what's anticipated, the date at least, May 15th, 2020. And as the author points out here, in the world of cryptocurrencies, 6 months is still a good length of time for accumulation events to take place. But right now, there are a few signs of halving preparations. Before the market downturn, crypto enthusiasts predicted a minor capitulation would occur where operations would drop off the network. And during the next halving, both networks will see a miner's subsidy reward cut from 12.5 coins to 6.25 in the spring months of 2020. Of course, that corresponding to the halving itself, where the block reward is decreased by 50%. Some of this article goes on to describe the relationship between the total processing power in terms of hash rate and the price of Bitcoin. I've always argued that there is at least a lagging relationship that occurs, but check this out specifically. Reward halving interest grows and miners finding blocks faster than usual. It seems that interest in the reward halving has grown, and according to Google Trends, searches looking for the quote Bitcoin halving have increased since the 25th of August. And additionally, on the 25th of November, just the other day, Trustnodes published research that showed Bitcoin miners have operated much faster this year, which has increased the overall number of blocks found annually. Quote, miners are supposed to find 144 blocks a day, but for the past year they have found on average 147.64 blocks a day. That's according to a study. That's around 4 extra blocks a day or 50 Bitcoin a day at the base reward of 12.5 BTC, translating to 18,250 Bitcoin worth around $132 million at the current price. The research notes that if the network continues running quicker than usual, it may speed up the time between now and the Bitcoin halving event. However, since news.bitcoin.com's last report on the reward reduction, data shows a loss of 1 day behind Bitcoin halving day predictions set 2 weeks ago. Statistics also show that the BCH Bitcoin Cash chain will undergo a reward halving on the 8th of April 2020, roughly a month before the Bitcoin halving event. So it could be argued, it could stand to reason that we should look to Bitcoin Cash to be a precursor of what to expect with Bitcoin itself about a month later. I've expressed my opinion about the halving event many times. I feel like it's basically economics. It's a question of supply and demand, although it is not something that's going to result in a direct price spike right away. To me, it's a lagging indicator. It's something that takes a little while to set in, and we're talking about several months or perhaps a year or two. But certainly, a reduction in supply is going to affect the price, at least psychologically, the perceived price. When people think about Bitcoin, they think about the fact that there are going to be fewer and fewer and fewer available as time goes by. And that is pretty much as 101 as you can get in the world of economics. But let us know what you think about the halving, which is upcoming, in the comments below. In other news here on CryptoPotato.com, quicker than Libra, Facebook's Libra that is, Saga to launch a stablecoin pegged to SDR. Saga Monetary Technologies announced the creation of SGA, a new type of stablecoin. It's going to start trading on the 10th of December, but the full onboarding process is available from now. It will be an ERC20 token, which should address critical pressure points such as regulatory compliance and governance. As per the announcement, SGA, quote, is designed to serve as a frictionless global currency. Do we really need this? My answer to that is no. If you're interested in what they're doing here and what they're bringing about, you can read about how it is purportedly in competition with Facebook's Libra. Facebook, of course, announced that it's going to create its own stablecoin called Libra, and that brought serious attention and controversy. While most regulators and watchdogs didn't agree with Facebook's proposed solution, the idea for such a stablecoin actually felt appealing to some. And now everybody is going to make their own stablecoin. Is that the idea? I hope not. Well, things will either succeed or they're going to fail based on the collective support that they receive from the market. This to me is a bit of a stretch. I'm not entirely sold. But hey, if you want to check out the full story and all the details, not a long article as you can see, they're here for you to observe. We'll link in the description below to CryptoPotato.com. Finally, today on altcoinbuzz.io, Neo is collaborating with TomoChain. Article here by Rachel. There's an exciting new partnership in the crypto space as Neo begins collaboration with TomoChain. So according to a new report by Neo, the two companies will host many events together. These will be directed at educating and encouraging users interested in developing applications both on Neo and TomoChain. Speaking on the partnership, Director of EC Growth at NGD, John Wang, said, quote, There is a need to adopt blockchain to improve the way it facilitates trade good adoption. I am very confident that our united strengths will further empower developers while taking us closer to the smart contract economy of the future, the smart economy of the future, And here are some of the basically hypothetical potentials that this collaboration offers. It aims to put an end to the current issues surrounding blockchain technology. For example, developers will no longer need to function as both distributors and builders. It will also create a unique ecosystem, one that will exhibit the potential of the blockchain industry. This ecosystem will also support projects that cut across the blockchain platform. Many of us in particular are excited about this collaboration. TomoChain and Neo, two big names, both of whom we follow. So we're quite pleased to see this announcement. If you're excited about it in equal measure, let us know in the comments below. All right, and that about wraps it up for today, everybody. Hey, make sure you're following us on all the regular social media channels. We are on Facebook, Instagram, Telegram, and of course on Twitter as well. Go ahead, like, subscribe, share, hit the bell to receive notifications if you've enjoyed today's video. You can also check out links below on how to get your hands on a $50 MCO card, $60 worth of Bitcoin when you sign up with our link to AAX.com. Sign up for our newsletter as well. And hey, make sure you enter our contest, which is still ongoing. We are giving away this very handsome, very sleek, very sharp Crypto Tag Zeus starter kit. The contest is going on until the 30th of November, so you still have a little bit of time to enter. All you have to do is make sure you are subscribed to Altcoin Buzz. You gotta like the video, you gotta comment. It's very easy. We are basically selecting a winner at random, so it may as well be you. Make sure you throw your hat into the running to win this great prize. But that about rounds it out for today, everybody. Again, all the best of luck if you choose to invest, and we hope to see you guys soon again in our next video. Take care.